everybody, welcome to Game Informed Family. This is Game Informed Mom, and today we're going into Final Fantasy XIV for a quick tutorial on desynthesis. So, desynthesis is a system that is not complicated, but the game doesn't guide you into it in any real way. So before we start, if you don't have a level 30 crafter of the job that you would like to desynthesize with, you're not going to be able to do this. You have to level your crafter to level 30 before you can unlock desynthesis. Alright, so that being said, when you're ready to desynthesize, you've got a couple of options on how you're going to access the desynthesis menu. You can actually hotbar the desynthesis menu right here, and it's going to pull that up. And if you would like to know where to find it, you're going to pull up your actions and traits, which you can go to character, actions and traits, or if you haven't re-hotkeyed it, it is the letter P on your keyboard. And you're going to go to general, and it's going to be right here, desynthesis. You can right click right there and access it. So this is going to be your desynthesis menu. It's going to tell you all of the items or equipment that you have that are desynthesizable. Now, this doesn't necessarily reflect the level of your desynthesis and whether or not you can get good items from it. It's just telling you, hey, these items are desynthesizable. You can desynth them right now if you want to. Now, you can select different inventories. Why you would want to select your equipped inventory to desynthesize is beyond me, but hey, whatever. So if you wanted to just do the stuff that's clogging up your inventory or your armory chest legs, it doesn't tell you what you have equipped to a job. So it's just a free-for-all. My recommendation is move it to your regular inventory and then go from here. Now, how do you get the items? That is a good question. So the easiest way to get items if your desynthesis is low level or you haven't started yet is to go to one of the main cities from A Realm Reborn, Ul'dah, Gridania, Limsa, and just go to the armorer and the arms merchant and just buy this low level junk. Just pick one, look at it. Right here is the cotton turban is going to be desynthesizable by the weaver, and the recommended desynthesis level is 12. Now these details are important more later on. If you're just starting, you haven't started anything yet, just buy a couple of the, well, we're going to want to go to the level 1 to 9 stuff. Just buy a couple of the cheapest thing you can get on the market board just to get your desynthesis up to around 15 or 20. It's not going to require very many, to be honest. And then once you get up a little bit, go to the next tier, and just like this one is recommended level 15. You've got level 10s, you've got 12, 16, 18s. Now these are desynthesizable only by the job that is listed here. You can't desynthesize this cotton acton with a culinarian that's over level 30. Alright? Now, how do I know what my desynthesis level is? Maybe I've been desynthesizing stuff just, randomly. So the easiest way is going to be to pull up your character sheet with C if it's not rebound. If you're on controller, I'm sorry, I have no idea. But of course you can access it through your character and then character menu. Right, so then you're going to go to your classes and jobs, and you've got two options. You can hover. If you just want to see one specific one, like, oh, what's my goldsmith? Okay, so at the bottom it says I'm 90.26. But maybe I want to see them all. You just left click on it, it pulls up this little menu here, and it's going to tell you each and every one of them. Now, as you can see, my alchemist is the lowest level, and this is after recording this video once already and I didn't like it. It actually started at more like 14. And that's simply because of what can be desynthesized for alchemist. And that is going to be summoner, arcanist, and scholar books, and conjurer weapons. So that's limiting. Alright, so check out the Battlecraft armor, and the arms merchant, buy up some stuff, and then once you get the stuff that you want to desynthesize, like I said, I recommend putting it in your inventory, right? Because, yeah, it's just way easier that way. So once you've got what you want, so this is an alchemist item, and it's going to be desynthesizable at 15. Now what that actually means is not that you have to be level 15 to desynthesize it, but just that that's the optimal skill rating to get quote-unquote good items. This hard leather grimoire actually came from an engraved hard leather grimoire that I desynthesized, so I didn't even have to buy this. Basically what you get is an ingredient of the item, or crap. Like, let's desynthesize this. Now, I'm over the level, so what I got was a hard leather, which is just one of the items in the recipe for it. Alright, so now this one. I'm almost, look at how close. So the recommended level is 30. My level is 29.92, which all that means is just that I have a lower chance of getting a quote-unquote good item. Alright, so I ended up with 2 algoat leathers, which, whatever. And, of course, a couple of shards. You seem to always get shards from equipment. Alright, now this one is also alchemist, but it is level, the optimal level is 46. So there's no way I'm gonna get anything good from this. I mean, maybe it's possible. It's still possible. I shouldn't say there's no way, because there is still a possibility. I actually got a Suzaku crafting material from a Suzaku weapon, and I'm nowhere near high enough level to be optimal. Alright, so I ended up with an Eye of Fire. I'm gonna assume that that's an ingredient in the Wand of Flames. I can't say for sure, but yeah, I'm gonna say it is. Alright, now, fish. Let's talk about fish. This level's your culinarian. So, Shaggy Sea Dragon is an ocean fish. An ocean fishing fish. I don't know how to say that. Alright, let's do this from the desynthesis menu this time. The right button helps, though. Alright, so Shaggy Sea Dragon, I've got 3 of them. Now, ocean fish are different from other fish. They always have a desynthesis optimal rating of 1. The only thing I ever get from ocean fish is fine sand and bait. That's it. That's all I ever get. Oh, and crystals. So I got fine sand, I got ragworms. Let's make this a little bigger. And fine sand. Alright, so with fish, you can actually desynthesize an entire stack. Where's my other one? Coral butterflies. So as you can see, 492 is my level, and required level for optimal desynthesis is level 9. Tick the desynthesize entire stack, and it's just going to do the whole thing. And again, I'm going to get pinches of fine sand. That's all I'm going to get. I mean, the chances of getting anything good from a coral butterfly... Oh, I got an Allegantin piece. So, yeah. Alright. This is as simple as it is. Let's see. These are still below me. The Dusky Shark is 4 something. Here we go. So, alright. Over here you can see I'm getting, like, my alchemist desynthesis skill went up by 2, 1.48, 1.6, 1.8. But my fishing skill did not go up because they were so far below my current level, I didn't get anything. Alright, so the mini Yasha is actually above my level. It's 554, and I only have 492. We're going to go ahead and desynthesize it. And we got, oh, look at that, a pinch of fine sand and a water crystal. But our culinarian went up by 0.8, which is, at this level, that's about as good as you're going to get. You might get lucky and get, like, 1, but you're not going to get much more than that. So this one's 403, and I'm currently at 493. Am I going to get anything from it? Probably a little. No, nothing. Wow. That sucks. I was hoping for, like, you know, like, 0.3, 0.4. Alright, so I did get a Nightwood bronze piece out of this one, Night World bronze piece, but other than that, pinches of fine salt. Culinarian Desynthesis is not awesome. I'm just saying. But the others, you can get good stuff. I got a Byakko material from desynthesizing a Byakko weapon. I got a Suzaku material from desynthesizing one of the Suzaku weapons. You can get... Alright, so that is the basics of desynthesis. I mean, it really doesn't get a whole lot more complicated than that, really, because that's what it is. You break down items and gear to hopefully get materials back from it, and then of course once you get those materials you can attempt to sell them on the market board. Some of the things go for decent prices. If you are grinding for your dog mounts from, what is that, from Stormblood, you can get a butt ton of weapons, maybe even a material, but you can get a butt ton of weapons that you can desynthesis. You can't sell them, so you either trade them in for Grand Company seals or desynthesize them for a mat. I mean, the mats sell for, depending on which one, could be anywhere from, like, well, on my server anyway, sometimes upwards of 400k. I sold one Suzaku mat the other day for like 380k. I sold a Byakko mat a while back for almost 500k. So I mean, and that's just from desynthesizing weapons that I didn't want. So, I mean, take that as you will, but desynthesis is a good thing and can make you a good chunk of money if you're not grinding for Grand Company seals. Desynthesize that stuff. Anyway, I hope you guys found the video helpful. If you did, please make sure you hit the like button, because it really does help out the channel a lot. It lets YouTube know I'm not just talking to myself, even though I probably am, but they don't need to know that. As always, thank you so much for watching this video. I very much appreciate it, and I hope to see you in the next video.